So lately, I've been more anxious than usual, which is kind of impressive because if you know me, I'm anxious all the time, 24/7, up and down. Everywhere I go, I'm anxious. I can't stop thinking. But somehow, I went from sleeping every day at 4 AM to just not sleeping at all the past few weeks. I really don't know why I do this. I mean, it was just this one thing, but I was just so anxious. I couldn't even do anything. I didn't upload a video last week. Good job, Michelle! All this time thinking about how anxious I am had just been making myself more miserable. I was like, why is it here? Why does it want to ruin my life? Why is it telling me I'm gonna get stabbed in the middle of the night? Why is it telling me I only have 2 days left with my dog? Why is it telling me this? So during those nights where I just couldn't sleep for the love of God, I did a lot of thinking, and instead of always trying to hate my anxiety like I have been my entire life, you know, I started thinking more deeply about my anxiety and thinking about, you know what? It's kind of cool. I mean, it's not cool, but you know what? It's kind of helpful. So today, I'm going to talk to you guys about all the things I find helpful about anxiety, and maybe you guys can flip your anxiety and see it in a more positive way too. I just think the best way to cope with things that are going bad in your life is by seeing it in a much more optimistic way. So let's start. Everyone thinks that anxiety was made to kill you. And I mean, it feels like that, it really does. But anxiety actually comes from a good place. Just your anxiety in general was made so you can be on alert, so you can be ready when a predator comes, like a lion crouching in the jungle, and you're ready to go and snap and run and fight. It's supposed to be there to protect you. But you see, the thing is, there's a difference between being anxious and having an anxiety disorder. And an anxiety disorder, that pretty much means that your anxiety is so bad, it's hurting you instead of helping you. Now, a good example about this is like, you know when the squirrel crosses the street and a car comes and you know, so your anxiety is supposed to be like, oh God, I should run away from that car. And then you always have those squirrels that instead of dashing, they just freeze. And they just wait to get run over. And I can say that's me in a nutshell. I am a squirrel waiting to get run over because I'm panicking. And that's just the problem with an anxiety disorder. It becomes so extreme, it doesn't even help you. Or it's just always putting you on an alert. So you're always wanting to freaking scream or run or hide. It's like this fire alarm that just doesn't turn off, and you're so sick of it and it doesn't even help anymore because everything becomes an extreme. Okay, as you can see, I feel very passionately about anxiety. The good thing I realized about anxiety is even though it seems like it's there for no reason, often it can be exaggerated. It can get worse for a reason. So for example, the past few weeks, I've been even more anxious than usual, and I have to start thinking about it. Why am I being anxious? What is causing this feeling? And it turns out that anxiety is a way to even help you understand yourself more. Let's say you've been in a relationship and this problem just keeps making you so anxious. So now you have to find a solution to that. You gotta talk to your partner. You gotta find out some solution so you can take care of yourself. Let's say that you've been procrastinating on this assignment. You know why you should stop procrastinating? To stop feeling that intense anxiety. Anxiety may be just your body's way of crying for help during difficult situations. It could be your body being like, I'm not comfortable with what's going on right now. And it's up to you to be like, what am I not feeling comfortable with right now? Example in my life is anytime someone raised their voice at me, I would get anxious. It didn't matter if it was someone at the supermarket saying next or a teacher being like, Michelle, can you stop talking in the classroom so much? My anxiety would spike so much, I could almost vomit at the sight of that. And instead of just accepting it as, oh, you know what? This is just something I have to deal with, I realized there has to be something more because of this. So why does this one incident trigger my anxiety so much? It turns out I had to go back, you know, see my entire childhood and see that my Asian parents have now scarred me for life at any yelling whatsoever. But you know what? It was a good thing, because even though I'm learning that anxiety is extremely hard to deal with, I'm learning that at least it's helping me understand a few more things about myself and about what makes me panic so much. So at least I can go to therapy and be like, hello, here's a list of everything, please help me. So I'm taking a speech class and my professor tells me, did you know that feeling anxious and feeling excitement is pretty much from the same part of your brain? So sometimes it's up to you to interpret this feeling as anxiety or excitement. And I mean, which makes sense because, you know, when I'm excited, I start shaking. And when I'm anxious, I'm also shaking. And when I'm excited, I want to draw up. And when I have anxiety, I want to draw up. And you know what? It actually helped me a lot to try to lie to myself. Like, no, I'm not anxious about doing this speech. I'm so excited to present in front of the whole class. Like, I'm so excited to talk in front of a camera every week. So excited. But you know what? I have learned to embrace it. I have learned to embrace staying up all night because at least it makes me more ready for everything else in the morning. And of course, I'm still gonna get help for my anxiety, as should you. But being able to see this thing that I struggle with so much every single day, being able to spin it in a positive note, it's really helped. Because I'm actually very thankful for it now. And I'm thankful for tiny things. And I'm making the best out of any situation. And I think that's pretty much what any of us can really ever do. So tonight, when I realize that I'm anxious to edit the video tomorrow, I'm just gonna tell myself I'm excited to edit the video tomorrow. Or I'm gonna be like, why am I anxious to edit the video tonight? And maybe I'll go down this deep rabbit hole of being like, I'm scared of being seen and scared of being watched and judged. But you know what? Every time I do that and every time I upload a video, every time that I overcome anxiety, I become stronger. A lot stronger. You know what? I don't think my anxiety gets stronger. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud of every day that I can drive a car without crashing, even though I'm shaking. There's this line in Game of Thrones that I've heard, that you can only be brave when you're scared. So, because I'm always scared and always nervous, maybe I'm always brave. And maybe that's just enough. Maybe I don't have to have this big, grand message on figuring out the secrets to anxiety, but just being able to tell you that I'm proud of you for any little thing you did, and that you should be able to be proud of yourself too, because good job at handing that cashier exact change. Thank you guys for watching this week's video. Check out my last 2 videos, subscribe, and I'm always very thankful for everyone who watches these videos. You guys keep motivating me. You guys are so supportive. I love everyone so much. So thank you all very much. Goodbye.